Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Buckle up. Get ready for takeoff. Today, we're flying the territory of Arkansas. Yes, that's the direction we're going. That's our destination today, is Arkansas. So what's happening in Arkansas? Well, this really is not a funny story. I'm just trying to make a little light humor here before we get into this very serious topic. I do mean serious. Because they're planning on expanding up here to Missouri, where I live. My own backyard, almost literally. I don't know how far away they would be. They're talking about expanding closer to Springfield. I'm going, that's not too far. Springfield's only 20 miles that way. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. So what am I talking about today? If you can tell by the title, there's a community where it's going to be whites only. And the group is called Return to the Land. Now, legally, they are within their rights to do so. This comes as a shock to you, but it's a white community doing it, and everybody's got their bowels in an uproar. Well, I don't like it either. I really don't. But every other group is doing the same thing. I mean, you got Asian communities. I don't know if they got communes as such. There are Jewish communities. There is such a thing. Go to New York City. Some of your big metropolises, they are segregated. They don't say that, but you look around and it's all Jewish or all, not necessarily all Asian, because even amongst the Asians, they're divided. Like, one section of the city is Chinese. Another section is Laotian. Another section is Japanese or Filipino, the Philippines. Well, whether they're from Japan, China, Vietnam, Korea, they have their own communities amongst themselves. Okay? So, this is a very serious topic. And this really gets people upset. But cults have been doing this for a long time. You got cults and private camps everywhere. The Mormons have done this. The state of Utah is mostly Mormon. So precedent has been set for this to exist. Now that it's white people doing it, and maybe they shouldn't call it whites only. So this community is going to fail. Because there's a story that came up, a black-only community got started. They are doing the same thing that Return on the Land is doing. The only difference is it's black people doing it. So they kind of set the precedent as well. Who set precedent? I'm not sure. Could be the Mormons that kind of has made this legal. Legally, you can't stop them. You really can't. But they're promoting racism. Well, other groups do the same thing, and they do promote hatred. Some of the extremists do. You know, it's like, what if you go to an Islamic event and they burn the pride flag, set it on fire? A friend of mine did that. He went, and that's what they did. Here in America, they took the pride flag and burned it. And they're chanting these Islamic, these are extremists. I'm not saying all Muslims do this. I'm just saying I had a friend who went to an Islamic, and that's what they were doing. So this stuff happens a lot. And there are all kinds of communities But this one's like they bought a tract of land. It sounds like a commune. Communes have existed for a long time. So legally you can't stop it. People choose to join it. It's not like a cult. They choose of their own free will to join this cult. That's what it is. It's a cult. They choose to live there, choose to abide by the rules of their own free will. I just don't like the fact they're calling it whites only. I don't care what group is doing it. I don't like it. They could say blacks only. I wouldn't like that either. You know. But legally, they're free to do as they wish. One of the reasons for making this video, okay, this guy's got this white community only. Say, well, even amongst the whites, we're pretty divided. Define white. What if you're Polish? What if do you have to be specifically German? That's probably what he's looking for. But most Germans would not agree with this either. Well, I think he is attracting people under the guise of immigration. Everybody can agree immigration's out of control. But that doesn't make you racist because you think we need to protect our borders. Protecting our borders is not racism. That's called defending your country and protecting your borders. There's a distinct difference. Trying to say what I want to say. I had this in my mind, what I was going to say. Basically, it comes down to this. This guy is looking for utopia. Every group that's tried this before he did, he's not alone. And there are several other groups, not necessarily white, but there's groups just like it. Whether they're Asian groups, Muslim groups, Jewish groups, Buddhist, yeah. Or some religion that I've never heard of. You know, there have always been communes. And especially religious ones. Little cults. You know, they build their little communes out in the woods somewhere. And their guru, he's the one making all the money. He takes advantage of these young kids. They go into town and, will you buy this candy bar? We're selling candy bars. Or whatever it is they're selling. And they wear their orange outfits or whatever it is they're selling. And they have their little communes. So this has been done. The fact that this commune is a whites, they call it whites, that's what triggers people. And I think he did that on purpose. But even if a black community decided to, which they did, so we need to go back and see, were they successful? Because even in the black community, there's all kinds of, blacks could come from all kinds of countries, religions. Blacks don't get along with blacks. That's just the way it is. I mean, there's all kinds of African countries over there. And there's all kinds of countries that these black people could have come from. Even amongst the whites. Okay, you want a whites-only community. Okay. Let's go with that. There's all kinds of white nationalists, but they're not white nationalists. What if someone wants to set up an all-Irish community? Nobody would say anything. If someone had set up an all-Irish community in the Ozarks or wherever, not a word would be said. If they built their homes and set up shop for tourists to come in, nobody would, especially tourists. So it's not blacked out to the, we got Irish people that want to live amongst other Irish. And they'll set up gift shops. That's good for the community. That's good for the economy. And make money. It's good for tourism. Brings in tourists. If a Scottish community, say we're going to build a little Scotland here in the Midwest, and we'll wear our kilts and play our bagpipes. We'll have gift shops, and build our homes to look Scottish of the design, and we'll have this people speaking the Scottish accent. So, and they welcome tourists. So nobody would say anything. You've got to be Scottish to live in this area. You have to come from Scotland. You have to be of Scotland origin to live in this community. You have to be from Scotland. Nobody would say anything. I guarantee it. I mean, we got white people from all kinds of countries. I mean, some are Swedish, German, Polish, Irish. Name it. Some could be from Spain or Portugal. What country are you from? And we are all different. So you got white people that speak all different languages, come from all different cultures, all different religions. Let's be specific. This guy building this return to the land, I think he was specific because they do vet people based on what? They all speak English. Well, most of your European countries do speak English. That is their second language. But they don't speak it fluently, so they speak broken English at best. Because they practice, let's say they're from France. Let's say you're a Frenchman. Well, you speak French. You're white, but you're from Europe, but maybe you're Catholic. Maybe someone's religion is Buddhism. Maybe somebody follows Buddha. I mean, where is this guy going to come up with an all-white community? Most of our population's mixed. I don't know anyone that's completely all-white. Really, everybody you know is. Well, I got Native American background. Apparently, according to my sister and my brother, I do. So we're all mixed. So I'm not 100% white Anglo-Saxon. Who is? You got people of all religions. Even amongst the Asian community, they're divided into communities themselves. You got the Chinese here, the Laotians here, the Vietnamese here, Koreans here, Japanese here. You think all the Asians all hang out together? No, Chinese hang out with Chinese, Japanese hang out with Japanese. They don't all look. They may look alike to you, but believe me, they're all different cultures. Even in China, they have different dialects. So they not only do they hang out with other Chinese, they hang out with people of the same dialect. So you got to think about that. There's no such thing as utopia. It failed in the Garden of Eden. Cain killed his brother. Historical fact. If you believe in the Bible, Cain killed his brother. So, you want to have a utopian community. This guy is just full of himself. His lawyer has got an interesting past. He scares the hell out of me. I don't like him. According to this article, a whites-only group called Return to the Land. Oh, wow. They say they're racist. Oh, I don't doubt it. But so are other groups. They're just as racist. But we don't say that because, it's a minority group doing that. Whites are now the new minority in the United States anymore. I mean, we're a melting pot of all cultures and societies. I think we should get along. I mean, if you want to segregate yourself, that's your choice. But we as humans really do want to be with people that are like-minded. It's like wealthy people only want to hang out with wealthy people. If you're a teenager, do you want to hang around a bunch of senior citizens all day? No, you want to be around other teenagers. That's natural. It's natural for human beings to want to be with their own kind. It's true. It's that way religiously. Baptists want to be around other Baptists. Jews want to hang around other Jews. Muslims want to be around other Muslims. Catholics with other Catholics. They want to be around like-minded people. They want to. There's also a sense of community. People want to belong to something. They want to identify with something. That's part of it too. It's the kind of, let's take sports. People want to identify with a team. This is Chiefs territory here. So we got to support our quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. We got to support the Chiefs. Got to support our quarterback. Go Patrick Mahomes. Go, go, go. He's our guy. So we wear the Chiefs t-shirts and we buy the merchandise and we do everything we can to support our team and support our quarterback. Tell them we're proud of him. Go win another game. Get that touchdown. So when you think of this, when I look at this story of this whites-only community, and I look at the overall picture, I'm going, people they just do. They want to be with their own kind. Teenagers want to be with teenagers. Black kids want to be with other black kids. The Asian kids want to be around other Asians, but specifically if they're Korean, they want to be around other Koreans. That's the way it is. It's human nature to be with people of your own kind. We're tribalistic. We're that way in sports. We're definitely that way in politics. Oh my God, we're that way in politics. You're either on the red team or the blue team. I'm not on either one. And so when I look at this story of the whites-only community, and now they're setting up in Springfield, not far from where I live. I'm only 20 miles from Springfield. So it's almost in my own backyard. I would be shocked if they moved closer to my own backyard because I live closer to Stratford, so hope they keep it in Greene County, but it's still too close to home. I can't stop them. I think their ideas are archaic. They're going to fail. How do they determine who gets to move in? How do they vet these people? Whites come from all different countries and sexual preferences and religions. How are they going to separate all that? I don't know. I'm not an expert. But what I want to do is have a live stream event on this topic. Sunday night, 7 o'clock. That's definitely something I think everybody can engage in. I had another topic picked out, but I'm going to go with this one instead. This is way more engaging. Oh my God, it is. I know that the blacks have done it. That's been shown that they too have their own community. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Listen to the audio version of this article. Okay. Let's go to the audio version of this article. Well, does it not play? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Well, listen to the audio version of this article, okay? It's not playing. I don't know why it doesn't want to play. But here's how the article... I was going to play the audio version, but there's no audio version. I don't know why it doesn't want to play. Nothing. Doesn't do anything. The prospect of growing a whites-only community where members are evaluated based on European ancestry and where Jews are denied membership is raising concerns among state and local officials and activist groups. Well, yes, it should, but at the same time, they're completely legal. Because groups like it all over the country. And legal precedent has been set. Yeah. I mean, so there's really not a lot you can do about it. Return to the Land, which describes itself as a private member association, began development in 2023 on its base in northern Arkansas, which sits on 160 acres of land. Yeah, I would never live in such a community. Never. That sounds like a cult. Sounds like Jonestown. Remember Jonestown? They all drank the Kool-Aid. That didn't end well, did it? What about Nixium, where that star from Smallville, Allison Mack, who played Chloe Sullivan, she got herself into some trouble because she got brainwashed into that cult, and she did things that uncharacteristic of who she was. It's easy to get brainwashed. A co-founder of the group, Eric Orwell, told KOLR TV10, which is right here in Springfield, Missouri, that he hopes to expand soon to an area of land outside Springfield. Yeah. And eventually expand to all 50 states outside Springfield? That's practically my own backyard. I don't like white supremacy. I don't like black supremacy. I don't like supremacy in any race. It's just as bad from the other direction. Yeah. I never liked Black Lives Matter either, because I'm like, all lives matter. What do you mean Black Lives Matter? We all matter. Everyone's life matters. We want to ensure that white Americans who value their ancestry will have the ability to live among like-minded people. How so? We have all kinds of white people from all different nationalities. Some of them might be hardcore Swedish, hardcore Orthodox Christian. Maybe someone's Catholic or Protestant. Maybe someone is more evangelical. Maybe someone is more Baptist. Ever thought about the religious aspect of this? Maybe someone's been divorced a couple of times. Maybe someone's lived a hard life. You know, maybe somebody might be gay. They may be white, but they're gay. Or lesbian. Or trans. But this guy doesn't want them people either. So he's in a lot of trouble. But he's legal. He's going to have to probably change... Because these other cults, well, they kind of do the same thing. Scientology, yeah. They just don't come out there and say it openly like he is. But, yeah, there's other groups like that all over the United States. And they're not necessarily white. Some are strictly Muslim. Yeah. But as far as him having a commune, don't join it. I don't know where he's going to find his members either. This is like the KKK reborn. And they're still around. So the fact that they still exist sets precedent. We have biker gangs. Some of them are pretty racist. They exist. They have their own communities too. Well, what are you going to do about that? You can't join this biker gang if you're this, or this. That's a fact. That's a fact. You don't see them suing or taking a biker gang to court. Just pointing that out there. We have biker gangs that are very racist. They're extreme, but they're out there. Absolutely they are. Nobody says a word about them. Well, I hear crickets. I don't even hear crickets. Just pointing that out there. This guy says we want to ensure that white Americans who value their ancestry will have the ability to live among like-minded people in the future if they so choose to do so. They have to do this of their own free choosing. Regardless of the demographic changes, Orwell told the news outlet. Demographic changes. Homeschool groups. Well, Jews and Muslims have their own school system. That's a fact. That's a fact. They have private schools just for them. Absolutely. Healthcare networks, yeah. Legal advocacy groups and more, yeah. Yeah, the Jews have theirs. The Muslims have theirs. Yeah. Precedent's been set. You don't have to like this group. You don't have to like what they're doing. The fact that we have other kinds of groups and organizations, and they exist, and they have their own rules of who they want, who they don't want. Even some of them are religious. You can't stop this group. Because like I said, legal precedent has been set. We're powerless to stop them. So how do we counteract them? Well, number one, we wait for them to fail. And they will fail. No such thing as utopia. It's been tried, and he'll fall flat on his face. I just won't do anything to stop it. We can counteract it with peace and love, using the Christian method of just accepting one another. You don't... You counteract it by putting out a different message than he's putting out. He wants to put out racist message. Your message needs to be anti-racist. As best you can. If individuals decide to live in multiracial communities, they should be allowed to do so. But we don't want racial forced on us in every aspect of life. If it decide to live in a multiracial community, okay, I choose to live in a multiracial community. Missouri Democrats are pushing back on the effort. Chelsea Rodriguez, a communications director for the state Democratic Party, called RTTL a hate group. You can call them a hate group, but legally you can't stop them. Like I said, you got biker gangs doing this. You got other groups doing this. Religious cults that exist. And they're just as racist sometimes. But they exist. And there's plenty of legal precedent that's been set. There's nothing any politician can do to stop it. Really. You can hate on them, you can disagree with them, but you can't stop them. You can't. It is, I'm sorry to say, it's 100% legal. It's been done too many times by too many other groups. And legally they have tons of legal precedent to back them up. Yeah. Missouri families are fed up with fringe extremism. Missouri Republicans keep inviting into their communities. There's a lot of fuel being added to the fire. If this hate group tries to relocate to Springfield, they shouldn't expect to be embraced. Well, I wouldn't embrace them. But I can't stop anybody from living in such a community or choosing to live there. This is America. People have the right to free will. God gave it to us in the Garden of Eden. Missouri Democrats have a clear message for any hate group eyeing our state. This is our home. We were raised here, and we share the same respect for the Constitution and the Second Amendment as our neighbors. Your hate has no place in our home. I agree. I agree with the Missouri Democrats on this, but unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it. Really. Nothing. Legally, there's nothing. Nothing. It's been done too many times. Too many other groups have done the same thing, setting legal precedent. State Representative Jeremy Dean, a Democrat who represents part of Springfield in the Missouri House of Representatives, said he has no doubt that groups such as RTTL are emboldened by federal and state politicians who attack marginalized communities. Donald Trump is more open than you think. He's not as racist as the Democrats have painted him. He's pretty multicultural himself. Or he wouldn't be where he's at. I mean, he's got to be multicultural. He comes from New York. Very liberal, very Democrat. And feel a climate where hate can grow. You're always going to have hate. Cain killed his brother. Just pointing that out there. Cain killed his brother. Southwest Missouri has a racist past. All countries have a racist past. It exists everywhere. As long as there are two people on the planet, someone's going to disagree on something. Two mathematically represents division. Just pointing that out there. Well, we're divided on sports. Football teams, soccer teams. Well, soccer is football outside the United States. But, you know, there's people here who are hardcore Chiefs fans. Hardcore Cardinals fan. I was making a joke to someone the other day because he wore a Cubs t-shirt. Say, you're a brave man for wearing a Cubs t-shirt around here. And this is Cardinals territory. See, even in sports, we can be divided. I meant no hate or disrespect towards the guy. I was just making a light joke. You know, because I want to support the Cardinals. He's welcome to be here. He's welcome to wear that Cubs t-shirt, but there are extremists out there. So even in sports, we have extremism. Oh God, this exists everywhere. Division. That's what all this is about. Mostly it's Democrats who are opposing this. Yeah. So this is kind of a left-leaning article. That's okay. Another Missouri Democrat who represents part of Springfield and Jefferson City, State Representative Betsy Fogel, said that the blatant racism embraced by Mr. Obel's group is not welcome in his district. Well, there's nothing you can do about it. It's legal. And because other groups have done it. You don't have to like his message. It's funny, when blacks do it, it's one thing, but when whites do it, it's called racism. This has been done by other communities. Blacks have done it. I think Asians have done it. Muslims have done this. Jews have done this. Mormons have done this. It's been done. So there's nothing you can do to stop them. The best you can do is counter propaganda. I mean, counter their message with your own. I don't know what else to tell you. The guy says he wants whites only, but even, what are you talking about? We have white people. Are you Polish? Are you from Spain, Portugal, Switzerland, Sweden, Norway, Germany, Belgium, British? Are you French? Are you Canadian? Oh my God, there's so many different kinds of white people. Or Europeans, or just Anglo. I'm not 100% Anglo either. And a lot of people are mixed. You got all kinds of religions and political beliefs, and we just got to learn to get along with each other. So this is my take. We're already up to 35 minutes. I'm going to do a special live stream on this topic Sunday night, 7 o'clock. I want everyone to attend. I'm going to ask my brother to ask people to come on camera with me. You may have a few words you want to say about this. We're going to invite live call-ins. This is a topic I want you to engage in. Not only in this video, but in my live stream Sunday night. Invite your friends, your family. Let's have a conversation Sunday night about this topic. What do you think about this group? What about other groups? So do some research before you come on Sunday night. I'll try to do some more research as best I can. I spent 2 hours researching this before I came on. Yeah. They only focused on the black group that did it, but there have been other groups besides them that have done this. It's not just racial groups, but religious groups. So, what's your story? What's your take on this situation? That could be happening in Springfield, Missouri, which is just 15-minute drive from where I'm at. I live just a few miles outside Springfield. About 20 miles. Yeah. So am I thrilled about this? No. No, I am not thrilled about this. But hate groups have always been here, and they always will be. I just don't know what else to do. I've said what I wanted to say. I may have to do a Spotify podcast on this because there's more that I want to say about this. But I got to keep... We're almost up to 40 minutes just on this video version. This is hard copy edition. I will do a live stream on this Sunday night, 7 o'clock. I want to have a conversation about this issue. When I did a live stream Sunday night, another thing, we may create another video, so you want to be a content creator. I got another video I'm going to be working on about, I keep promising 20 things you do to stay in poverty. But there's all kinds of YouTube videos made about that very topic. I'd be just cut and paste on that one. But I have some opinions about ways that people stay poor. Payday lending, rent to own, buy now, pay later, buy here, pay here. All kinds of scams run on poor people that keep them impoverished. But today's topic is about that racist, and they are racist. I call a spade a spade. Black Lives Matter can be very racist. Yeah, they have extremists in that group too. Very racist against anybody that's not black. Yeah. You know, it exists in every group. Every group's got them. We have extremists. But these people have a constitutional right to build a community of their own. They absolutely do. And it's been done. The Mormons have done this. Keep that in mind. That's how I know there's nothing that any politician can do to stop them. Legally, you can't. It's been done. Many groups already exist. I don't see anybody suing the biker gang that are very racist and very violent about it. Oh, yeah. I was working at George's one day and a group came in. Very racist, wearing their swastikas. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And we just had to grin and bear it, give them service, and send them on their way. Did I like it? No. I didn't feel comfortable being around them. So, yeah. These groups exist. They always have, and they always will. Comment below. Tell me what you think about this. We're already up to 40 minutes. It's hard to say of war, so I'll go out and tune in Sunday night. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to expand it. I'll bring up a backup battery so I can keep the live stream going. They could go 3 hours. So I'll have plenty of battery power for a 3-hour podcast. So tune in Sunday night, 7 o'clock for a special event. Comment below, what do you think about this whites-only community coming to Springfield, Missouri? They're already in northern Arkansas. Arkansas. Well, anyway, I'm not thrilled that they're coming here, not far from where I'm living. That's what terrifies me. So comment, like, comment, share, like, comment, subscribe. You know the routine. It's hard to say au revoir. So, au gratin. It's the magic finger. It's getting ready to push the button. Oh, before I go, I forgot my tagline. Maybe I'll save it for the live stream. Yeah, I'll save it for the live stream. That magic finger is coming. It's coming for the button. Oh no! It's only you. Just back for me, babe. It's only you. Don't need a damn way. It's only you. Don't need a damn. It's only you. It's really good, I promise you.